Scorpio, what's happening? It's Robin here. Thank you for joining me for your March 2022 month ahead forecast. So I will be using the Good Tarot to do this reading for you. I also have a team in spirit here, all my guides, and they will be using me and the tarot to channel messages for the month ahead for you guys. So I really hope you enjoy the reading. Please remember to say hi to me in the comments and subscribe if you haven't already. And meanwhile, just enjoy the reading, okay? For Scorpio in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, okay? So I'm just going to do a quick little deck cut and see what we got to kick off your reading. So you have the Eight of Earth here, okay? So I'm getting kind of a trite message here from my guides. They're saying that remember that the last thing to grow on a tree is the fruit, okay? So you have these 8 buds coming out on the cello, and I know the artwork is a little bit bizarre, but there's an opportunity for you guys to sort of learn how to have patience and sort of enjoy the process a little bit. You guys are very highly... So I want to say sort of an accelerated energy for Scorpio, okay? So, but it feels like it's starting to tense up a little bit. So with the Eight of Earth, there's a lot for you guys to learn about the development process of how things work and how to enjoy things along the way, okay? So music could be a big part of that. You know how they say that music soothes the savage beast? Man, that was tough to say, but... Oh, and I just dropped a card. Hold on. This is the card that jumped out of the deck, okay? So this is the Five of Air. I do see there's a bit of a disassociation happening for you guys with... Okay, if you look at the traits of a Scorpio or any zodiac sign, there's always like really like flattering assessments. So these are all your good qualities, okay? And then if you look at the flip side, every zodiac sign has sort of, you know, not so attractive qualities, you know. So I'm seeing here where you guys have to learn to let those go, okay? And this is going to take some sort of like a naked honesty with yourself and look at your traits and qualities and go, well, that could use a little bit of work. Every single one of us has them. So like, don't be shy, especially this is an exercise that you can do for yourself, obviously. So the Five of Air, it's saying, you know, are there some traits in your life that no longer serve you? Okay. Because the Five of Air or the Five of Swords, it really represents somebody getting to the top in kind of a ruthless fashion, not really caring too much like who they wipe their feet off on, or, you know, they just kind of leave them a hot mess. And not saying that you've ever done that, but you know what I mean, where you just have something about yourself that is a little bit rougher than you want it to be, like maybe the sarcasm level or whatever. You got to identify that for yourself, because it's like that is kind of getting in the way of what it is that you're trying to do for yourself. And it's actually that thought process that you use to sort of dissolve situations or arguments with other people, where you could be a little bit harsh on them or sarcastic or condescending. It's like your subconscious mind is taking that and it's kind of doing that to you as well. So if you're trying to build something and make it grow with the Eight of Earth here, your subconscious mind is having the same sort of, like, take your ugliest behavior, your biggest fight, whatever it is that you've done, or you just have really negative thoughts and like impatient or whatever. You're obviously doing that to yourself as well. So it's getting in the way of your own personal growth here. So you've got to give that a really solid think, like, you know, I don't want to talk to myself like that anymore. And in order to be able to do that, you have to stop talking to everybody like that, you know, whether you think that they deserve it or not. So there is an observation here. What I'm getting for you, Scorpio, to always take the high road in your mind until your body starts to believe it. Okay. So this is very interesting for you. And that could take a lot of really, intense sort of self-inspection, which is not always very comfortable, you know, so especially if things have been rough and you're not really reacting in the most positive way. Okay, so we do have the Seven of Fire here, and this is representing like the way that you're pushing back at other people they're pushing back at you. There is this sort of silent resistance coming in here. You guys have to really decipher this and dismantle it, because you have the beauty of this Eight of Earth here that really wants to stretch up and sort of bloom with all these pentacles and abundance. So if you guys are kind of struggling with a position of, I want this to go faster, you know, I really want this to go better for myself, you know, maybe you've been in a really sort of rough relationship, either a friendship or a partnership or at work, where you're always having to defend yourself. And then you kind of focus on that person on your way home, or just somebody getting on your last nerve, and they're sort of overriding your thoughts that you could have that are really positive. That is the detriment, okay? And this is all the energy that is coming back from the universe with the Seven of Fire to meet you on that equal sort of emotion, and it's actually doing you a disservice. So this is very complicated. It's going to be like trying to untangle the Christmas lights, you know what I mean, where it's just you need 3 days to do it. So let me just do one more card here for you guys, okay? Because this is absolutely standing in the way of what it is that you want for yourselves. But the good news is, if you do these exercises, like, I don't want to think that way anymore. I don't want to give that person any space in my brain that's a detriment to me. That cycle of negative thinking could very quickly come to an end for you with the Five of Air. And when that is over, that is when things start coming into you almost immediately. This is when your master manifestor energy arrives for you, okay? So anyway, that was kind of a deep one for you, Scorpio. I'm going to leave you with all of that. You know, just take it however it works for you. Take care. Bye.